It's the Guys At Brunch. Guys At Brunch. Guys. It's the Guys At Brunch.
Welcome to Guys At Brunch. I'm Sean Bradley.
And I'm Nicholas.
What's wrong with you today?
I know if it was.
We good. We good.
All right,
we roll.
cool. All right. So today we're gonna talk about some questions that people sent in to us on Facebook and Twitter. The first question is chilling, like your different meanings of chilling. You know, like if someone asks you, like, okay, let's chill, let's hang out. What is the meaning to you? I guess because some people look at it as, you know, they be like, oh, are we going on it? Is this considered a date or is this considered just chilling? So what is chilling to you?
Like, again, that's a good question because chilling can mean a lot of different things to different people. If I'm single and it depends on where I'm meeting you at. If I'm meeting you online and you talking about let's chill, most likely we're gonna be having sex. Basically, that's what you're trying to talk about. That's what you're leading up to. I mean, if you're talking about let's chill, I mean, basically that's what it is. If you're single and you're online talking to somebody. So I mean, that's how I look at that. But other than that, it's also, I mean, let's just go hang out. But it just hang out mean the same thing as chill. You know, hang out. Where are we going? Are we going out somewhere? If I'm coming to your house, most likely you're gonna be trying to fuck me. So I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people when I think the guy who asked this question was meaning like, okay, if I meet you online, like, you know, he's trying to date. But I mean, I guess if the person phrased the question like, oh, let's chill, to them that might mean, you know, something else. Like chilling is probably sex to them. Mm-hmm. But to you, I always say, like, you know, like, don't settle for anything less than a date if that's what you want. If you online to date someone, stick to that and stand firm to it. So don't settle for anything less than a date.
Ooh.
And what?
And I have a good tip too. Is he a bottom? Now, if you're a bottom, I have a good tip for you.
Right.
You know?
No, but I mean, we wouldn't know. I mean,
I thought you might have. I don't know. Okay, but okay, baby, if you're a bottom, this is what you do. Okay, if a dude wants you to come over and chill with him, this is all you got to do. Don't clean yourself. Don't clean yourself. That's all you got to do. And when you go over there, you won't be tempted. You know, he might be kissing on you. He might pull it out. But you will not be tempted to go any further because if you don't clean yourself, you're going to tell the man, look, I ain't prepared. He a top. He already know what I ain't prepared mean. So he can only go so far with you. So, baby, don't clean yourself if you going on the first date with him.
I would say if you going back to like if you want to date, don't go over to someone's house if it's your first time meeting. And if you're looking to date someone, don't go to their place so you won't be tempted. I agree with that. But don't go to their place. Don't settle for anything less than a date. I always say people can only treat you how you allow them to treat you.
Because because my partner and I, we first met whenever we were supposed to go see the Notorious Big movie. However, I went to his house first whenever we decided just not to go to the movies. But however, I didn't clean myself, so he wasn't getting nothing. But okay, so
what made you go to their house though? Like
because we were going to meet and take one car. We're going to meet and take one car. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but like I said, and then I think when people feel like they're working for it, they appreciate it more. Like, I feel like if you just giving it away to any and everyone,
because if you gave it away to me on the first night, who else you gave it away to on the first night? So that's why I say you just gonna do those precautions because it stops you from going too far. You know, they ain't gotta know, but you know, like I ain't ready for all that. Okay, I'm not gonna be painting up Picasso's tonight.
Right.
Okay.
Another question is, how can you tell if you being persistent or a dummy? Like if if you hit, I guess if you dating someone or you're talking to someone and you the only one initiating communication, how can you tell?
If they're not returning your phone calls, if you're the only one always initiating the text messages, if you're the only one always making suggestions. But one way to find out exactly if you're being a dummy or you're being persistent is basically ask the person, look, what is it that you want? Do you want to be in a relationship? They might not want to be in a relationship, and you want to be in one. They don't. I mean, they just want the good ass or the good dick. So I mean, hey, ask them what you want, and if they can't give you what you want and what you need to roll on.
I agree. I say definitely ask them. A lot of people are scared to ask the question that you want to know. Ask the question. Mm-hmm. How else will you know?
Like, don't waste your time.
Right. And I was watching Housewives this weekend, and Candy was like, you know, she gave herself the advice that she would give a friend. Mm-hmm. I like that. Give yourself the advice that you would give your friend. You know, if they come to you and saying, I'm always hitting this person up, they never hit me up. Or if they ain't asking you out, they probably not that interested in you.
Mm-hmm. And go some time without talking to them and see what they say. Oh, you ain't hit me up, and what's wrong? You ain't never hit me up. I'm always hitting you up. You know, give them their own medicine.
Right. So say if you go out on a first date with someone, right? This happened to me over the weekend. I went out with
he
someone.
Tell us a personal story.
I went out with someone on a date. It was our first date. So it was no attraction there, no chemistry. So the next day they texted me and was saying I had a good time and, you know, you're a cool guy. And they asked, did you enjoy yourself? So I went to respond, but my phone dropped out my hand, and I believe in signs. So I was like, oh, that was a sign just to ignore the person because I'm not interested. So I didn't respond back to the person. This was like
oh my God.
7 something in the morning. So I talked to, like, I asked a couple people, and everyone was like, you should at least respond back to the person. So, but like 10 o'clock that night, I did respond back. I was like, I enjoyed myself too. You know, I was trying to make it a closed-ended question so it wouldn't like continue on. But I was
That's
thinking,
an open-ended question.
I mean, yeah, I was thinking like, if you respond back, that might give them the idea that you're interested. But if you ignore them, they will get the hint that you're not interested.
No, hell no. Because you just sat here and just said, right, to go ask for what you want. So that's basically saying be honest. So basically, you should have told this person, look,
no,
I appreciate us going out, but I didn't feel anything. I don't think, you know, don't let a person keep thinking there's something else. I had a good time too. No, I didn't. I was bored to damn death. I wouldn't say that, but again, I'd be like, baby,
no, but when I say ask for what you want, that's the person that's, if I was like, you know, like not texting him back right away, he would ask what I want. I'm saying, like, for me, I think I would get the hint if someone don't text me back.
I mean, I could be at work.
You say what?
I could be at work.
Yeah, but if I don't text you back at all, I'm saying, like, if I don't respond.
You should text somebody back. You should always.
But I did.
Text somebody back.
I did. I text them back. I took my friend's advice. I text them back, and yeah.
Did he reply back?
He hit me up this morning.
And then what did he say when he hit you up this morning?
He was asking was I off today because, you know, like the snow and everything.
And he wanted to hang out if you were off today, probably.
No, he
wanted to chill.
Hang out. No, and I mean, it don't come to chilling. Like,
did y'all kiss last night? Did y'all do like a first date kiss type of thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't kiss everyone on the first date, anyway, even if I am interested. But chilling, no. I mean, if someone asks me to chill, I'll be like, I usually chill with my friends or my family. So I mean, you can't ask me. You know, if you want to
days to have sex for the most part, so we know you ain't sleeping with nobody on the first night anyway.
Well, I'm saying, I'm saying, no, I didn't say 90. I said I don't. If the lady wanted to challenge herself, that's a different show. I don't want to go there. But if someone asks me to chill, I'm like, I chill with my friends, but I might be open to go out on a date with you, you know, something like that, just to let them know. I mean, because like I don't settle for anything less than a date, so I'm just giving that advice to the person who, I see you ask the questions a lot, like what's the difference between chilling and hanging out and all that. So
a date could be come over, I'll cook for you. That's a date too.
At your house? Why on the first date?
That could be.
No, you don't need to come over to my house on the first date. You don't even need to know where I live at on the first date, honestly. We need to get to know each other before we do all that. But we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Do you have a business, product, or event that you need to promote to men and women ages 23 to 44? If so, Radio on Fire can help you do it with one of our promo packages. Our broadcasts reach over 150,000 people per month. Sponsorship for one or all of our radio programs can include live mentions, social media posting, commercials, and more. Visit radioonfire.com/advertise to find out more about a promo package that fits your needs. Rates start as low as $50. If you want to reach men and women ages 23 to 44, log on now, radioonfire.com.
All right, and we're going to be talking about trade.
Yeah, we got a question on Facebook. The guy asks, is trade real? And I think that the guy asked the question, is trade real? Because a lot, like for me, I think for me the definition of trade is a guy who's claimed that he never messed around with another guy or a transsexual guy. A transsexual woman, even though he's supposed to be a heterosexual man. So that's trade to me. Like, you know,
he's saying that he's never messed with a man or somebody of the same sex, basically.
Yeah, because
he's messing with somebody of the same sex.
No, I'm saying they usually in a relationship with a female, but they mess around with men and trans women. And I'm saying my definition to me of trade is someone who never had sex with a trans woman or the same sex, like a guy.
Really?
That's my definition. Until once you have sex with this, you know, the same sex and you do it, that just make you a DL guy.
But I mean, to me, I always looked at trade as somebody selling themselves. I mean, if you look, prime example for those of y'all that's done frequent Atlanta, okay, the punks out there. All right, when you go to Atlanta, you go to the Bulldogs, you know Spring Street, okay, Spring Street and what's that, Peachtree Street. There's a little section right there by Bulldog. I want to say it's not 10, but it's like a little alley right past 10th Street, and normally all the trade is right there. You drive down that little alley road, taking you to Spring Street from Peachtree, and you normally see it late at night by 1 in the morning. You see the trade out there. You know, you driving down the road, they pulling up their shirts, they grinding at you and everything else, trying to get you to pull over and pay for them. To me, that's trade. That's how I look at trade. It's something you buy. That's trade. You know, trade, barter and trade. So it's something that you buy. It's a piece of dick that you buy for the moment, for the night. And
I think trade can be you know, I mean that can be trade, but
that's why
I'm saying for my definition of trade, if you did it or like if you do it and it's a pattern for you, then you're just a DL guy.
Or somebody that pay for me. Like for instance, I know this. I have a friend of a friend that's rich, and you know, an older man, ugly as hell. You know his limitations, but his money is long, so he can pay for the boys to come stay at his house, stuff like that or whatever. So. To me, he purchased trade a lot. That's trade to me. Somebody that's being taken care of in a sense. A kept man in a sense also is like trade to me. And if I look at it like that,
well, I mean,
of the top persuasion.
I can see that's your definition of it. But I mean, just the regular gay guy can be in a relationship with a sugar daddy, or you know. So,
but this is not even like a relationship. This is just this is not a relationship. This
but
is
I mean, you can still be selling yourself.
You to be here, and when I come home at 5 o'clock, you need to bust it wide open. And I won't be bust wide open at 8 o'clock, and then before I go to bed too, and when I wake up in the morning too, for the next 2 weeks.
Right. But what are some reasons why you should not date trade? You know,
because you can catch feelings for trade.
Right, and they probably only see you as a booty call or just a
not even a booty call. You cash money. You're ATM.
Well, yeah, but that's your definition of trade. I don't think that's most people's definition of trade. But they also legendary known for robbing the trans women and the gay guys and stealing from you. So that's a reason not to date them. They also and they like, you know, like you said, you might catch feelings for them. They're not going to introduce you to their family. So. You know, it's many reasons not to date trade.
Do you want to see their family?
Well, a lot of people like trade and catch feelings for trade. I do believe that. So I think, why do you think? Do you know, like the gays love the trade?
I think you catch a feeling for trade because the thing about normally trade is more masculine than feminine. Normally, that's how I picture a trade. You know, that's just my opinion. They're more masculine, and everybody wants that man's man normally. And so when you got all this land on top of you, doing everything you want them to do to you for that 20, 30, 40 minutes to an hour, however long they may be, you know, and they keep coming back constantly. And you can have sex without feelings. You could definitely do that. But eventually, if a person continue to come back, eventually you're going to start letting your guard down, your walls down, and start to feel something for them. He might stay over and you might cook a little meal for him. And he just may be hungry. But you like, oh, he's staying over, spending no time with me. I'm cooking a meal for my baby. And then you caught up in the trap, and he just looking at you like, I need you to give me $20 more, kick it on out, and feed me too, so I ain't got to go buy a sub some damn well. Right. So, you know, but again.
I think sometimes people like the challenge. You know, they like to chase people, and I believe that's one of the reasons people like to chase. But I also believe another reason is that people are rejected from society if you're a gay man or a trans woman, and you want that acceptance. So you look at them as like, oh, they accept me. You know, I think that's part of that's one of the reasons I believe.
The worst thing to date is somebody that's in a closet, not necessarily in a closet, but somebody that's just not comfortable with themselves. Because you can date somebody in the closet because what their personal family issues is their personal family issues. They come out when they want to come out. But just somebody that's just not comfortable in their own skin, that's the worst person to be involved with.
Yeah. So it's many reasons why not date them. But I do want to say, like, trade, like usually if you see it online or something like that, or DL men, it's always saying, oh, in the black community, it's in all communities.
All kind of communities.
Yeah. It's white trade, Hispanic trade, all of that.
But we the ones that talk about it most though, so.
Right after the guy did the whole, you know, with the Oprah thing.
But I think the Latino community is like, if you go to Dominican Republic, they're strong in the trade game down there because you know you go to the bars down there as a gay man, you go to the bars and they'll come hit on you and they'll let you know they got a wife and kid at home and they just out here and they wife sent them out here to make this money because they pull down there and you gotta do what you gotta do. Ass sales.
Oh, so they openly like gay for pay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like that in Thailand too. Okay. They mamas will send their ass out there. You ain't making no money working in this bar. Take your ass out there and find you an American and get some change and bring back. Okay. Don't tell me what you do, but just give me the money.
Another question that we got is, how do you get over a broken heart?
By getting on some new dick.
By having sex?
That's the best way to occupy your time.
I agree that getting over a broken heart, that you definitely should date. You should start dating again. You know, like date, get new experience, you know, challenge yourself, go out there, meet new people, and get over the person. But I always think breakups are actually blessings, because you make room for the right guy to come into your life.
You know what it is with me? Like, if I break up with somebody, it's just I need 2 weeks, and I'm good, because it's just the whole part of getting you out of my daily routine of I'm calling you every morning, I'm emailing you at work. Once I get out of that routine with you, I'm fine. And that's why I say get you some, go out there and date and have fun, and you know, get you some more stories to tell your friends. Look, I dated this guy, and you won't believe how small his dick was. You know, stuff like that. You know, just it's fun.
Right, I say date definitely, and like I said, it can be a blessing. I think a lot of people, when they say, "Oh, I'm single," you know, they feel bad to say I'm single, but wouldn't you rather be single than single and happy, and you know, instead of being in a relationship and
being
unhappy?
in a relationship and being single, they're two sides of the same coin. When you're single, you can do what you want when you want, but you just ain't got nobody to cuddle with at 3 o'clock in the morning. When you in a relationship, you can't do what you want when you want, but you have somebody to cuddle with in the morning. I mean, they're very opposite things, so it depends on what's more important to you.
Well, you could be in a relationship but still be alone at night, you know.
Well, you got problems.
Well, I'm saying like every night. I mean, you can be single and have someone to cuddle with, but that's not in a relationship. I mean, you can
know
get
what I mean.
either
You
one.
know what I mean.
Oh, I'm just saying, like most
now.
people. No, I'm saying most people. Most people I know who are in relationships, they don't live with their partner. So I'm saying, like, even though
I'm not saying lonely like that. I'm saying, like, I don't live with we don't live together. We've been together for 6 years. We don't live together. But I'm saying, if I wanted to, if I feel like tonight I don't want to be alone, I know where the hell I can go. But but if I'm single, I gotta go through my book and call somebody. Like, look, you busy? Like, yeah, I'm busy. You busy? Damn. Well, I gotta fuck with little Dick Tony now. Because I don't want to be because I don't want to be alone tonight. You know what I'm saying? So it just, you know.
Yeah. But I say create a new life for yourself to get over that person. Do some good things like charity work. That always help you feel better. If you like volunteer and do good things, that always
what
help
you think getting on some new dick is? That's charity work. Sometimes you get look, I'm finally giving you a chance. I'm single now. I can finally give you a chance. You've been beating down my door for the last, so now I'm gonna let you on in. Come on.
That could be charity work, I guess, you know. Some people do that charity work like that. I'm just saying, like, you know, do something good for other people where you're not gaining anything. You're being generous. You're showing your generosity without anything in return.
But don't you just be a little bit more generous when your man hit it just right for you the next day? You know, you got a little bit more pimp in your step and just.
But this is for the single people who don't have a man to hit it just right.
But you won't be miserable the next day. Like, girl, you got to work the next day. Your coffee. Hey, everybody, girl, you must have got some dick. Yes. You know?
I mean, I think if you feel like, if you feel like if penis is that's validating you making, if that's your happiness, then maybe so. But I'm saying doing kind work always helps you out. But yeah, create a new life. Date. Definitely get out there and date to get over that broken heart.
Oh, Lord have mercy. So what we got next?
The new rules to dating.
New rules to dating?
Yeah.
Okay.
The new rules to dating. Well, you know, with me, I like to take my time and date to get to know the person.
But where you get who somebody asked about that?
Yeah, someone asked on Facebook. They said, "What's the new rules to dating?"
There are no damn new rules to dating. You just, I mean, you date how you want to date.
Well, I think I don't think rules have changed, but I think, you know, now with the online dating, I think that's kind of like different now. That's still kind of new. A lot of people still, even though many people online date, a lot of people still against online dating.
But if you're a gay man, online dating shouldn't be new to you at all, because I had a computer in 19. Well, I got my first computer in 2000, and I always say the computer is a gay man's best friend. Right. That's how
we're not talking to only men and gay men. We're talking to everyone.
Oh, women too. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't
someone who used to work with us send us a question on Facebook from DCTV, and she's a female. Like, this is, you know, we open a discussion up.
Get your ass on Match.com. If the man is willing to pay for it to talk to meet you, he more serious about it than a free site. Because on the free site, he just wants your cat. That's all he want. But if he gonna pay a monthly fee to meet some a quality woman, I'd say, hey, he a little bit more serious about it.
Yeah, I think when it comes to online dating, yeah, it's definitely rules to like online dating though. Like you definitely should put up a nice picture because that's what's gonna get the people to really click on it.
But make sure you look like that nice picture too.
I'm sorry. Why are you looking like that? Someone in the audience was like, when I say put up a new picture, she was like, "What?" A good picture. Good picture. Yeah, I mean, because that's what most people not gonna really read your profile. Yeah, unfortunately, they're only looking at the picture.
They really ain't gonna read. They look at what you.
I think most people look at the picture. That's what's gonna get their attention. But I always say, make sure you look like your picture. No photoshopping.
No pictures that was.
So when y'all do meet in person, like the person won't be like,
I was skinny 2 years ago. Well, but you ain't skinny now. Definitely. Get the door shut in your face.
And I always say put up more than one picture. If I'm looking at a profile online and I see a person with one picture, I'm like, are you that insecure? You're not that confident that you can put up more than one picture?
Give me some variety. And I always think like when people got tacky pictures up, and also make sure your background, make sure you ain't got no clothes in a pile in the corner in the pictures. Make sure the bed is made. Just make sure it's cute.
Right.
You got a junky house. You look good and everything, but your house dirty as hell. Ain't no man gonna want you.
Right. And what you was gonna say though, when people got more than one picture, you was gonna say
you got more than one, but just make sure they they're nice pictures. It's like don't be looking at no stupid stuff or whatever.
Yeah, your pictures say a lot about you. If all your pictures you out at a bar and like at clubs, that's saying you probably a club hit, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, you just feel like that was a cute picture for you.
I'm saying all of your pictures are, if they're all alike that, then you're probably always at the club if that's where you get all your pictures. No. I would think. But I'll also say list good qualities about yourself, like what you want.
But you just said they don't read.
What you mean?
You just said they don't read.
No, I'm saying they don't. Your picture is going to bring them in and get their attention. But I'm saying you still want to put, you like a good thing.
Ooh,
like
good title. Like a good title. Like the good, like the how the bold, like just not the body of it, but just a good title. Like. We'll suck for free sometimes or something like that.
Well, if you're looking for sex, I guess.
I'm just saying.
But I would say list the qualities that you want in a mate, and I think a lot of people, like if I'm looking through profiles, I see a lot of people list things that they don't want. Like, oh, I don't want this, I don't want that.
But there's nothing wrong with preferences. There's nothing wrong with
I don't think there's anything wrong with preferences, but when you list the things you don't want, you come off as negative. And for me, that's a warning sign for me. If you're saying all the things you don't want, why are you focusing on the negative? Tell me the things that you do want. Focus on the positive. So I know you're a positive person.
Well, they say they want somebody over size 38, and they don't say that, but they may not want somebody over size 38. And then all of a sudden, this person that's over size 38 meets all the other qualities that they want, and you hit them up and they say, "Well, baby, you 44, you size 45, I can't holler at you, but you meet everything else. So tell me exactly what you're looking for."
I think you can say what you're looking for. You always gonna get people to hit you up that you're not interested in, and I would just say just ignore them or say no, thank you. But I think for me, like if I'm looking at someone's profile and they saying all the things they don't want, that let me know you focus on all the negativity.
No, because I appreciate it because when I was single, and let's just talk about Adam for Adam. So get on Adam for Adam if I was single, whatever. Get on Adam for Adam, and I see a man on Adam, I'm like, oh god dang, the picture done drew me in, and I'm reading through the profile and everything. He might want a relationship, but then go down and he say, look, I only want white men. Okay, I know to move the hell on. Save me my time.
Well, I mean, people still gonna hit you up though. I know, like people still hit people up when they put those things in there. Like, I don't want this, I don't want that. I just say it bring negativity to you. I think Adam is kind of different. I'm talking about like sites.
I'm just saying in general. But I'm just using Adam because we all familiar with Adam.
Right. Well,
the punks, the children, the dick takers, the dick suckers.
Right, I think Adam is like more for sex though. Females, we are talking to everyone, not just gay men. So I'm just saying, like, sites that's not for just sex, well, most people think it's just for sex anyway. But
it's not. And I'll put like this. It is, okay, online dating is what you make it. I'll give you a prime example. My partner and I've been together for 6 years, and we met on 8th A. We met on 8th A.
Yeah, that's always
it's always what you make. And now, if you want to get your socks knocked off in the 6 minutes of meeting somebody, you can do that too. But again, if you want a meaningful thing, I talked to my partner for 6 months before I even met him in person, and we met on 8th A.
Why did it take so long? Like, since we're talking about online dating, why did you wait the 6 months before you met?
Because I just wanted to be friends. I didn't want to date him. I was looking to make friends. I didn't want to date him, and then he kept saying like, stuff that I didn't want him to say. Like, if you come over my house, I'm gonna beat that ass up. I'm gonna get that ass. I'm gonna, get that pussy. How they talk. And so,
Right.
so and I was like, no, we ain't doing all that. So I took my
Right.
time. But he's a top, so a top gonna try. If you gonna try. I mean, you're a man, you gonna try. So I mean, he tried, and I just wasn't buying it until I decided I wanted to.
I think everyone's gonna try. I don't, if you're looking for
Well, I'm
sex,
just saying in general, a
sex.
man is gonna try. A man gonna try.
Okay.
So
I don't think it depends on like if you top bottom.
That's
or
what I'm saying.
anything.
A man is gonna try.
If that's what he's looking
I'm
for
just
online,
but
yeah.
I'm just not an aggressive bottom. So I mean, look, there's some aggressive bottoms that that's gonna try too. But I'm just saying that normally,
Right.
the way I look at things from my bottom perspective is,
So
a top
what
is gonna
changed
try.
though? Like once you met him 6 months after like y'all first met online, like what changed that made you okay? Like let me try this out.
When I met him, I wanted to date somebody. Actually, you know what really changed? Because I was dating somebody, this guy, and we like talked for like a week or whatever, and he was somebody that I normally wouldn't date, and I was like, Sean, what the hell are you doing? Getting damn well this is not the person that you should be dating. And I was like, oh, there's such and such that we had this good chemistry and blah 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 blah. And he's a man's man in my opinion, blah blah blah. So I said, let me go ahead and just get us a try, because I was dating. I lowered my standards. That's what I did, and I was dating somebody else, and because I lowered my standards, and I was like, this ain't gonna work. So I had to go get me a real man. So.
Oh, okay. But that guy that you met before him, he wasn't like just saying like, okay, let's just have sex. He wasn't.
No, he wanted
that
to
aggressive.
date and stuff like that, but it just was some other stuff going on there. I was just like, what the hell? Sean, this ain't you. This ain't you. So I was doing charity.
You was doing charity.
I was doing charity.
Oh, that's good. I mean, y'all met on Adam for Adam. I know a lot of people always say like certain sites they doubt if you ever meet a good partner.
But again, that's what you're making. Like I say, could I have slept with my partner on the first night? Yeah, I could have, but I didn't. I made sure that I wasn't prepared to sleep with him. I made sure that I'm gonna take certain, because I wanted to date him. So when I want to date somebody, I'm gonna take precautions. I'm not gonna sleep with you on the first night. Now we might start messing around or whatever, and I might say, okay, go ahead and do it if I'm prepared. But since I knew I might go ahead and go for it, but I said, Sean, don't even get yourself prepared. Just come unprepared, so you can say, no, we gotta stop and roll on out the way. Now, if it was somebody I just wanted to have sex with, of course, I'm not trying to date you. I'm not trying to see you. Just give me what I want so I can go on back home. But this is somebody that I actually wanted to invest some time in. So I was like, I'm not going to sleep with you on the first night. I mean, I made the decision myself. So.
I agree. I mean, for me, if I know I'm not looking for sex and I don't want to sleep with you, for me, my rules is don't go to don't go to someone's house. So I mean, you can avoid all that. For me, that's like what I do. Like,
right.
Let's meet out in a public place.
Right.
It's
and
safe.
Each his own.
Yeah. Because I think number one thing for online dating is all about safety also. So
right.
Go meet someone at a public
And normally
place.
I would have met somebody, but like I said, we had been talking for like 6 months at the time. Like, and all kinds of, so I was very comfortable with this particular person. So it wasn't just like, oh, I met you and 2 hours later I'm knocking on your front door. So.
Right. Yeah.
Not that it doesn't happen.
Right, but just not,
right.
Just not someone that you trying to
right, not someone I'm trying to
build
date
something with.
Right.
All right. Well, leave your comments. Let us know what you think. And we have a question. Let's see. What's the question?
Would you date someone that does not know how to cook?
Yeah.
I would date someone that don't know how to cook.
Yeah.
I don't cook, so I mean, well, yeah, I would definitely.
would.
But mostly every guy I ever dated, they always cook for me. But I would hope they can cook since I don't really cook. But I mean, I can survive.
Yeah, I can.
So it's
definitely
not like a
'cause
requirement.
I can cook my damn self, and luckily my partner cooks. So I mean, but yeah, I can definitely get a guy that doesn't cook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Long as you
can pay for the meals.
Like
go buy these groceries. I cook for you. Go buy the damn groceries. Groceries are expensive nowadays. Shit.
That's true. So yeah, definitely, it's not a requirement for me.
Okay.
Yeah. All
All right, guys. That's the end of our show. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you check us out on RadioOnFire.com. We do this every Tuesday, 8:30, guys. So make sure you call, send us your questions, send us emails. Check us out on Instagram,
YouTube, Guys at Brunch,
Facebook, Guys at Brunch,
Twitter,
Guys at Brunch.
That's right.
All right.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
It's the Guys at Brunch, Guys at Brunch, guys, it's the Guys at Brunch.